Hi everyone, and a very good day to you. Here we are again with our real talk from woman to woman. We are giving continuation to the series The Virtuous Woman. So if you have not yet watched the previous episodes, you may check our YouTube channel UCKG Hong Kong, and you will find all the videos about the Virtuous Woman under the playlist The Virtuous Woman. So today we are going to speak about, give continuation with the Virtuous Woman, and we are going to speak about this Bible verse. It says, "She also rises while it is yet night and provides food for her household and a portion for her maid servants." Okay. Now, again, like yesterday we were speaking, it's very easy for you to think, for us to think like this. I already do this. I rise up while it is night. How many of you wake up 5 o'clock? Raise your hand there. You can put your hands up there with the emoji. And how many of you wake up to provide food for your for the household, for your employer, to cook, so that when they leave to work, they go with their food, their lunch, you prepare breakfast, you already fit in this verse. But what I want you to do today, and I'm not going to take long with this program, is the following. I want you to examine with what attitude you are doing that. Okay? Because you can be doing that with a long face, you can be doing that complaining, you can be doing that with the right attitude, the joyous attitude. Okay? And I'm going to share with you the story that happened last Sunday of one of our collaborators, the new collaborators. She approached me yesterday and she was telling, look, I want to share with you what happened to me last Sunday. And then she was explaining that the employer told her, listen, tomorrow there is typhoon number 8, so you cannot go to church. And then wisely she said, oh, mom, actually, I have to go to the church because I have an appointment there. I committed myself to share my testimony, so they are going to record my testimony. And then the employer said, are you sure your church is going to be open? But it's typhoon number 8. I just say, yeah, I'm sure. The church doesn't close even if it is typhoon number 8, because we are here to save souls, right? And how many people, they are suicidal, so the church must always be open. Cutting a long story short, her employer had a guest, and then she asked her to prepare the lunch or dinner, and I forgot, prepare the fruits and all that, prepare the guest room. And then the employer still insisted, are you really going to church? Better you stay at home. I'm so concerned about your safety. And then eventually the employer allowed her to go out, and even gave us some money for transportation, for her not to be walking on the street to grab a taxi. And and in the end, the employer kept on insisting, but is the church going to be open? And then the employer even booked Uber at very early in the morning. And then she said, but I need to leave the house. I think she said 5:30. Now I forgot. And then she said, what? You're going to go so early? Why do you have to go? And then she said, no, because they need to prepare me to do the makeover for me to testify. Anyway, what I want you to share about this story is the following. This lady, this collaborator, Miss Castellanes, she prepared everything like the employer asked, and then she went and she prepared the fruits, went to the market, prepared the fruits, organized the guest room, and she was doing all so happy, went to sleep very late, only slept 2 hours during the night. And then she came to the church, and then there was no typhoon number 8, it was typhoon number 10. But anyway, when she went back home, uh, she was there. Oh, what can I do here for you? Let me help you organizing the cooking and all this. And then the employee said, no, it's your day off. You have to rest. She said, no, I'm so happy to help you. But what I mean to say is the following. Look at this lady, Miss Castellanes. I'm not here to praise her, okay? Like we said yesterday, we are people like you. The assistants, the collaborators, the wives, the servants are people like everybody else. But there are certain things that stand out for God and gives God a reason to bless them. And they find favor not only in the eyes of God, but also in the eyes of the employers. Like Esther, we were before we were reading the story of Esther, Mordecai, right? So uh, why does God bless people in such a way? Because of the attitude of the heart. So imagine she only slept 2 hours during the night because she didn't want to leave anything undone. She wanted to prepare the best as if it was for Jesus. She came to the church, stayed a whole day in the church. When she went back home, she went gladly, willingly. Remember what we said last time? She willingly works with her hands. So she went and offered her service to the employer. No, she was not going to be receiving any extra money for that, but it was an offering that she gave for God and help her to prepare the dinner, everything. And then they were surprised. Are you not tired? You woke up so early. It's your resting day. You should be sleeping, resting. And she said, no need. It's my offering for you and for Jesus. I do it with a happy heart. I'm so happy because God has given me strength. So I want to give. If God has given me, I want to give. And this is the attitude that I want you to look. Maybe you wake up while it's yet night, but maybe the spirit you wake up while it's yet night, meaning in the middle of the night, early in the morning, 5 o'clock. You wake up with a spirit like this. I hate this job. I'm so tired. Do you understand? So if you wake up while it's yet night, but you have this attitude, then there is no virtues in that. There's no virtue in that. So the virtuous woman does that, but does that with a happy heart, with a willing heart, with a heart that wants to please God. Okay, so she also rises while is yet night and provides food for her household and a portion for her maid servants. You do it for your employer, but you also do that with your co-workers, with people that don't give you benefits, don't pay you salary, right? So that is a virtuous woman, and that's how I would like to leave you today, and we will be back again tomorrow, reminding you that later on we have our love therapy at 9:30 p.m. Join us then, join my husband and I, where we will be speaking about the matters of the heart. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now. Has this program been of help for you? Feel free to share with someone who also will benefit from watching it. You feel free to press the share button, and if you want, you can like it, and leave your comments below. God bless.